Most Gangster Pizza CEO Little Caesars by the Fat Files. Oh god, it's a Little Caesars video? Oh, this could be wild. Alright, what do you got for us, Nick?
Company because it was a staple in my childhood growing up poor, and I like cheap pizza, and boy did it take some unexpected turns.
Alrighty.
Today we're talking about Little Caesars Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two types of people on the planet. There are people that like Little Caesars, and there's people that lack critical thinking skills. Buh! Little Caesars is not good pizza. Buh! Okay, nobody said it was. They said it was hot, ready, and it cost $5, okay? Nobody in their right mind is walking into Little Caesars, seeing an entire case of already cooked pizzas that are hot, ready, and cost $5, and are thinking to themselves, wow, I bet that pizza is absolutely delicious.
This reminds me of the bit from the Russian Badger. It's like, Little Caesars, it's hot and it's ready. But is it good? I said, it's hot and it's ready. I've had Little Caesars, for $5, it's not terrible. Yeah, I get my money's worth when I'm getting a Little Caesars pizza.
Okay, and if you think that, guess what? I've got a dress shirt to sell you that I wore while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is banned, by the way, which in hindsight's a horrible example because I actually did wear this shirt while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon.
Oh man, it tastes so much better knowing how much paperwork went into getting.
First one to finish a White Claw in the Pentagon.
Suck it! Son of a bitch!
The fact that Unsub managed to get an entire episode inside the White House and bring alcohol with them, that is not on my 2025 bingo card. What's next? Unsub inside the Oval Office? Question mark?
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I did not get to choose the type of alcohol, okay? I would have chose Busch Light all day and tomorrow, but when life gives you White Claws in the basement of the Pentagon, you chug them. That's my bad, disregard. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across to you is nobody's going to Little Caesars because they want really good pizza, okay? Little Caesars is for mom that has been working 40 hours a week and is driving home and doesn't want to cook dinner, and then she sees a Little Caesars and is like, holy shit, I can feed myself, my husband, and my 2 kids for $6.99 by buying a pizza, crazy bread, and marinara sauce. Okay, and the craziest part about that everybody has to respect is the fact that Little Caesars pizza has been $5 since 1997, okay? It is the Arizona tea of the pizza world. Whoever runs Little Caesars and Arizona tea should be put in charge of the U.S. economy. And we're gonna talk about how they managed to keep the prices that low right after a word from our sponsor.
Oh boy, where is this?
Yeah, babe, what's up?
Hey, I need a boombox.
Okay, I can go get you one.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go get it now. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
Not the kind of boombox you was asking.
Where's that boombox that I asked for?
Oh, it's right here. I got it for you.
What is this?
The boombox.
No, I wanted something to play music with.
Oh, that kind of boombox. Yeah, I got this instead.
He's not wrong. It does play music, just not the kind that she was looking for.
Okay, we'll go to the store and get me a boombox so I can listen to music.
Can I keep this one still?
I don't care.
This video is brought
It's
to you
a
by
win-win.
Delete Me. Okay, super simple business model. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure that online data brokers are not selling your personal information online. Okay, here's the deal. Pretty much anytime you use a free service on the internet and you click that little box that says, I agree to the terms and conditions, you've basically just agreed to allow them to harvest as much of your personal information as humanly possible. They then turn around and sell that to online data brokers, and that's how they can afford to offer you a free service. But when you have Delete Me, they go and they monitor all of these online data brokers for your personal information, and then if they find it, they submit all the opt-out forms on your behalf, so they have to take down and stop selling that information. So when you buy Delete Me, you're not actually buying anything, you're just buying your way out of all the negative consequences of all the free shit that you've already gotten. And because they continue to monitor those data brokers, you're buying yourself out of all the future negative consequences of all the free shit that you haven't even gotten yet. So if you want to give Delete Me a try, there's going to be a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. Artist.
We took our fan-favorite coffee cups and even better with
Oh my god!
$3.99. Whoa, this is bacon
Oh,
me
this
hungry,
is
get it? Bacon me hungry,
perfect
try new
timing.
bacon and cheese crazy
A Little
pushing
Caesars
Little
ad
Caesars.
in a
They
Little
taste
Caesars
like
video.
whoa.
Pizza.
This story begins on July 20th, 19...
I did not expect this to happen. I'm going to take a guess that probably the founder of Little Caesars, was probably in the military. It somehow lurks in every single Fat Files or Fat Electrician video when it comes to a business owner. I got a 50% chance I'm gonna be right.
1929, when a young Mike Ilitch is born, the son of two first-generation immigrants. Like pretty much everybody born at this point in time, he grows up, he ends up joining the military, and he ends up becoming a...
God damn it, I called it! I fucking called it! God damn it, I was right!
United States Marine. Serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, meets a young lady by the name of Marion, ends up marrying her. Then he ends up playing pro baseball for the Detroit Tigers, the New York Yankees, and the Washington Senators. Unfortunately, he ends up getting a knee injury and is forced into early retirement. At this point, that was like everything he was banking on, and he just has to start taking whatever jobs he can find. He's working as a handyman. He's working as a door-to-door salesman for aluminum awnings, literally just doing whatever he can do to get by. So him and his wife end up saving up $10,000, and they want to use that money to start up their own pizza place, and that's exactly what they do. And whenever you start a new business, the first thing you do is come up with a name. And Mike wanted to call it Pizza Treat, and his wife chimes in, is like, no, I hate that name. I want to name the restaurant after my pet name for you, Little Caesar. Which is weird because
there is an alternate reality where that actually happens. I wonder what the timeline is like.
Mike is average height, he was 5'9", Caesar was only 5'7", and Mike is significantly taller than his wife, so I don't know why she would come up with the name Little Caesar. Wait, Little Caesar always depicted by stabbing his spear into a pie. Wait, pull up a picture of the Little Caesar. Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a Marine Corps dick joke the entire time? I'm conflicted. On one hand, my childhood is ruined, but on the other hand, it's a multi-billion-dollar Marine Corps dick joke, which is just perfect. I wonder if Melinda Gates is who came up with the name Microsoft. Sorry, we're getting way off track. Little Caesars was originally Little Caesars Pizza Treat, and it opened up in 1959, and their slogan was Pizza Pizza, which is the most Marine Corps slogan of all time. Just say whatever it is twice. Except, of course, in Canada, Pizza Pizza was already trademarked, so they had to go with Quality instead.
Nerd alert!
Let me hear you say,
Right out of the gate, they're...
Canada cannot escape getting the ass beat by the Americans. Whether it's by Kendrick Lamar, roasting Drake, or us going into their home country, beating them physically and at their own game in their home country. God, I love America.
Their first restaurant is a huge success, and they end up franchising and getting another location open within the first 3 years. Then they start opening up Little Caesars all over the country. It's a huge chain, and somewhere along this line, they end up ditching the original name of Little Caesars Pizza Treat and just shorten it to Little Caesar, which I'm never going to be able to say the same ever again now. Is this why the breadsticks are so thin? So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States. They've even got some up there in Canada. They keep the company privately owned, so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great.
God damn it, Nick. Hold on, let's rewind that back and look at the devious smile that is Kendrick Lamar.
They're making sticks are so thin. So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States.
Where is it?
They've even got some up there in Canada.
Look at that man's smile. That is a generational hater. Like, that man knew what he was doing, and he was relying on the entire stadium of people to sing along with him. Devious work, my guy.
They keep the company privately owned, so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great. They're making a ton of money, at which point Mike sets his sights on going and buying the favorite team that he played for when he was a professional baseball player, the Detroit Tigers. He wants to own the entire team, and he's got the money to do it. But in 1998, the CEO of Domino's, his direct competitor, bought the team out from underneath him.
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this is a Marine. This is shots fired. This means absolute war. So what ends up happening is Mike still wants to own a sports team, so what he does instead is he ends up buying the Detroit Red Wings, the hockey team, and under his command, they do great, start winning a bunch of games.
This is becoming so regular, we should just have Michigan Day at the White House when the Red Wings come.
The Tigers, on the other hand, are doing absolutely terrible under the ownership of the CEO of Domino's, so he's forced to sell, and by 1992, Mike is able to buy the Detroit Tigers as well. And under his ownership, the Detroit Tigers start doing awesome as well, but Mike is not about to forget what the CEO of Domino's did.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
So in 1993, right after he bought the Detroit Tigers, Mike launches the Big campaign for Little Caesars, which kicks off what is today known as the Pizza Wars. At this point in time, there's three major pizza chain restaurants in the United States of America. You've got Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut.
How does it make you feel? It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
And
Goddess! Why? I need to get YouTube Premium.
And Little Caesars comes up with a brilliant marketing plan of what if we just sold big-ass pizzas? So they had their big promotion where they just sold a massive pizza and said that it was bigger than all the other pizzas on the market. That went so well, they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza. It was literally a nuclear arms race of the pizza world. It was the golden age of pizza fast.
God, I hate the fact I was born in the late 90s. I wish I would be able to experience this.
Fast food. Then in 1997, after the Pizza Wars subsided, Little Caesars needed to have their next big promotion, and what they went with was hot and ready. They decided to shift the entire direction of the company. They weren't going to focus on dine-in. They weren't going to have dine-in at all. They weren't going to deliver. It was going to be, you can walk in, pick up your pizza. Not only can you pick up the pizza, it's going to be there, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be ready. It's already done, and it's cheap as fuck. It's brilliant. It's cheap, it's fast, it's highly effective.
God,
you're a mom taking her kid to soccer practice, and you forgot, oh shit, it was my turn this week to bring the food to feed all the kids after soccer practice, and then you drive by, see a Little Caesars, and know that you can pick up 5 pizzas for like $30. The day is saved. And only focusing on pickup is actually part of the reason that the food is so cheap, because the buildings don't need to be that big. They can occupy these little tiny commercial areas because all they need is a kitchen and like a 3-foot wide area with a cash register for people to pay when they pick up their pizza. You're not wasting money on a dining area, you're not wasting money on delivery drivers, and that's a big part of why they managed to keep the pizza price at $5. On top of that, they did everything as cheaply as possible. Their marinara sauce is literally from concentrate, so the employees just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is. And then they use the cheapest cheese they could get their hands on. And then for the dough is actually the good part, because the dough is actually made fresh every single day, because buying pre-made dough was more expensive than just making dough in-house. So the dough is actually really fresh, and that's why the crazy breadsticks are so good.
Got all this large pie and the crazy bread and the sauce for $6.
Somehow they managed to keep the price.
I had a Little Caesars in my hometown, and it shut down for health concerns, but my God, it was good. Now the closest Little Caesars is like 40 minutes away, and I hate myself for it.
The pizza $5 flat until 2022. It literally took a global pandemic that forced people to stay in their houses and not interact with people to get them to raise the price of their pizza. That's incredible. Okay, just for the record, gas prices alone went up 231% during that same time frame. We're not even going to talk about the housing market, and somehow these guys managed to keep the pizza at $5. And guess how much they were forced to raise the pizza price by in 2022? 55 cents. The pizza is now, to this day, still $5.55. And in exchange for the price increase, you got 33% more pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and why does this happen? For the same exact reason that it happened with Arizona Tea. Okay, it is a privately owned company. They are not worried about getting more money for all of their shareholders. Once the owner has enough money to go out and buy all of his favorite sports teams, there's no reason to raise the price on the product, right? As long as he's still making money, he's happy. So that's exactly what he keeps doing. Okay, is Little Caesars cutting corners on the pizza? Yeah, it's their entire business model is to make the cheapest pizza possible, okay? But unlike most other companies, Little Caesars takes all that cost savings and passes it along to the customer, not giving it to their shareholders. Huh, I don't care if it's cheap, it still tastes like cardboard. Huh. You know what? Keyboard warriors would know exactly what cardboard tastes like, wouldn't you? I bet you could differentiate brands of Windows by the taste. And you know what?
Oh God. Like, I don't care. Little Caesars still tastes good, even if it's cheap. I mean, Casey's pizza is good, and that's a staple in the Midwest.
But I'm willing
to
concede, is Little Caesars the best pizza if I'm judging by taste? Absolutely not. But you know what? It still tastes better than Italian pizza.
Not great. It's not horrible. You're gonna get fat.
Welcome to the 100-degree sweat test. Which one of these two antiperspirants can stand up to the heat?
How How can you even say that? The Italians literally invented pizza, and that's how it's supposed to be. Italian pizza has to be the best by default. Buh. A, no it doesn't. B, that doesn't even make sense, okay? You can say what you want about Little Caesars pizza, but at least they figured out how to spread the cheese evenly. Okay, Italian pizza is literally like, what if I had bread with tomato paste all over it, and then I threw 4 giant cheese balls on top? Okay, no, why would you do that?
That
I
is
want
cursed.
the next bite of pizza to taste exactly like the last bite of pizza, because pizza's fucking delicious. Okay, I don't care if the Italians did it first. They did it wrong, okay? Just because something's first doesn't mean it's the best or the right way to do something, okay?
Oh, God.
The Model T was the first mass manufactured car. That doesn't mean that the Model T is better than my F-150. But it gets better, because not only did Mike manage to keep the price of the pizzas low simply because he could afford to and he's a good guy, he also took a ton of the profits that he made because he was making so much money and did a bunch of philanthropy. He created the Little Caesars Love Kitchen, which was a mobile Little Caesars that they would drive into natural disaster areas and give out free food to people. He helped with veterans charities. He funded youth hockey leagues. In 1994, when Rosa Parks was attacked because she lived on the bad side of town, Mike heard about this and then got her into a nicer apartment on a nicer side of town and paid her rent for the rest of her life and never even told anybody. Dude didn't do it for PR, didn't do it for the good press, literally just did it because it was the right thing to do, and nobody found out about it until he passed away. And when he did pass away in 2017 at the age of 87 years old, his widow became one of the wealthiest women in the entire country. Okay, that's the American dream. Dude goes off, serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, finds a beautiful girl, marries her, plays professional baseball, blows out his knee, dreams are ruined, doesn't give up on himself. Goes out, starts a business, makes so much fucking money that he buys the sports team he used to play for and a couple of other sports teams. Does it all without being greedy, cutting corners to screw over his customer. He cuts corners to save the customer money so even poor people can afford to buy their kids pizza. And then with all the extra money he makes, he does a bunch of charity work and then dies at 87 years old, leaving his widow a billionaire like a complete fucking gangster. And the cherry on top, the entire thing was based off of one big elaborate multi-billion-dollar dick joke, which is a title that only a Marine could achieve. This video is so unhinged, I don't even know how to end it. I guess just like, be like Mike, you know, never give up on yourself, never compromise your morals to make more money. If you can do charity work along the way, that's great. And apparently making dick jokes works. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Why did I...
Somebody's going to take that advice too literal, and there's going to be a new pizza chain called Girth Brooks. I guarantee it.
Bet I need a lot of money, and I need my homies to say, hey, pizza name, Girth Brooks. And then I emailed the Fat Electrician and say, hey, guess what, fucker, you were right. It's me. Why did I have a feeling that this was made by a Marine? Like, why does every single business, Taco Bell, Little Caesars, Waffle House, happen to be founded by members of the military? It just baffles me. Anyways, that's the video about the most gangster pizza CEO on Little Caesars. The link to the Fat Files channel will be in the description. And peace.